chicken cut into 1-inch strips. Adding breadcrumbs and garlic powder. Give it a nice little mix. And we're gonna keep mixing this until these become a golden brown, which according to the recipe says about 5 minutes. Alright, I switched over to a spatula instead of the wooden spoon because it was a lot easier to flip them. And I noticed a number of them have this nice golden brown color. I'm a little worried about some of them burning, so I'm actually going to stop this now so that I don't burn those. You can see that not all of it has gotten that color. I think I'm going to have to be okay with that because I can see some of this stuff starting to look a little darker than I would expect it to. So I'm going to call this done, and we're just going to leave these off the heat so that they can cool. Okay, next I have the flour, pinch of salt, egg, hopefully there's no shells in there, and then it's supposed to be mustard and salt and pepper. I don't like mustard, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a mayonnaise substitute, but on half of it. So I have 2 bowls. I'm going to mix this all together. I'm going to split it, add the mustard to one, add the mayonnaise to the other, and do half and half. As I'm mixing this, I feel like there's definitely not enough in there, but it's what the recipe calls for, so it's what I'm gonna do. Okay, so I just doubled what was originally in here because I didn't actually measure or weigh my chicken. So it turns out I have more chicken than what the recipe calls for, so therefore I'm going to need more ingredients. So doubled it, and yeah, this should be much better. Okay, so got them split, mustard in one, mayonnaise in the other. Plop. Alright, my breadcrumbs have cooled. I did stick them in the fridge for just a couple minutes to help that process. In goes Parmesan cheese. Mix it up. Alright, now time to bread our chicken. Okay, chicken's all breaded. Time to go in the oven. Alright, so these are the Ogri'la Chicken Tenders from the World of Warcraft cookbook. So I have the ones that I made with mustard here, and then the ones that I made with the mayonnaise over here. I'm going to try them both right now and see how they came out. Start off with the mustard. This is the way it's supposed to be made. Again, I don't like mustard. We'll see what happens. Even though I don't like mustard, they're not bad. Definitely not the greatest chicken tender I've ever had, but it's not bad. Next is the one with the mayonnaise. Honestly, tastes about the same. I don't think I can tell a difference between the two of them. I'll take a few more bites and I'll let you know. If these look interesting to you and you would would like to try to make them. They come from the World of Warcraft cookbook. Again, so I will not give out the exact recipe because it's not my recipe to give, but you can check it out in this book if you're interested. So here's my final takeaway from these chicken strips. They were okay. They were juicy on the inside, very dry on the outside because of the breading. The flavor was honestly not really there that much. I think it would have tasted a lot better if it was marinated in something, but it wasn't. That's not what the recipe called for. They were okay. Would I make them again? Yes, but I would definitely change it up. I would definitely marinate the chicken. It needed it. When it came to the mustard versus the mayo, after eating them back and forth, I did start to notice a difference between the two, and both were fine. Neither one of them was great. Both of them were fine. I did notice a specific flavor in there, and if I didn't know there was mustard in there, then I would probably tell you there's a flavor. I can't put my finger on it. I don't know what it is, but I taste something in there, but since I know it's mustard, that's what it is. If you're somebody who you know hates mustard, you don't even want to go near it, then use the mayo. It's absolutely fine. Like I said, the taste between the two, with the mustard or with the mayo, it's so close because there's so many other ingredients in there, and it's baked down, so it's extremely close. And what I learned from this experience was weigh everything. I forgot to weigh my meat. It caused a little bit of an issue, not a major issue, but I had to go back and remix some stuff because I didn't have enough of the dipping sauce or dipping batter in order to coat all the chicken, because I had more chicken than the recipe called for, because I didn't weigh my chicken. I just was like, oh, I'll use this much chicken and that's good, but it's not. So I gotta make sure I weigh everything. And I thought I was doing a good job with that up until today. So I gotta make sure that I keep on top of that. That's it for this recipe, and hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you on the next one.